Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy. I am so happy that you're here with me this week. This is your weekly reading for May 26th to June 1st. So let's go ahead and get right into your reading. Now let's talk about this beautiful new moon in Gemini that is happening right at the beginning of the week. So as we begin the week on May 26th, we have this new moon in Gemini. So this is a new moon that is encouraging us to practice some patience. And I think the reason why we need to do this is because there is transformations that are going on during the course of this new moon that are really a much deeper transformation. They're not superficial transformations. So they're going to need a little bit of time. There's no need to rush. You know, I think that this is, you will start to see progress slowly but surely, for sure. You know what? I'm going to show you this because it flew out as I was talking, but 8888, personal power. That is a pretty powerful number. Now, we'll see if it comes out again. We're going to get right into your reading, and I'm going to find out what your angel number is. We're going to look at this at the end of the reading, see how it ties into the reading. And of course, like I said, we'll reveal it at the end. So let's leave that there and find out what that is. So now let's get right into your incoming energies. I just want to take this time out, Capricorn, to thank you very much for all of your continued support. All of your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, really go a long way for my channel. And I really want to send a thank you. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me each week as well. So Capricorn, most importantly, let's get into your energies. Let's find out what the incoming energies are for you as we move through this week. Spirit angels, guides, the beautiful sign Capricorn. What would you like to share with Capricorn this week? Major transformations happening. It's a great time to manifest the things that you want in your life. Look at that. The cards are needing a little warming up. They're thinking. And there we go. We've got two right there. All right. Look at that. You've got the Star card. So in this deck, number 17, Hope, is the Star card in the traditional Major Arcana tarot deck. So Star energy is fantastic to have. Not only is it a healing energy, it is very much blessings. It's alignment. And with it coming along with number 11, balance, which would be Libran energy, justice card, fairness, balance restored, hope, blessings, wish alignment. I think we all have wishes and dreams that we would all like to be fulfilled. And in the reality, not always is it achievable. However, if we stay in that energy of believing that it's not possible, it won't ever come true. So I think that this card is really initializing and stating that it is time to really put your wishes out there. Speak them to the universe, sing them, shout them, dance with them, whatever it is. I really feel like this is your moment. This is your time. There is so much beautiful alignment with these two cards alone that I think that you have the capability of being your own creator, and I do believe that you can create that energy. All right, Capricorn, these are very much powerful, energy cards coming through. Now let's look at your current energies. Let's see what's happening currently. Suffering in silence. So we all go through moments where, we're stressed out, or that we have some anxiety. We're holding something in. We're not sharing it. We're kind of keeping it in to ourselves. Maybe it's because we don't want to burden others with what is happening, and that could be how you've been feeling. And I think that this makes perfect sense, because if you have been suffering in silence to a certain degree, having the Hope card in your incoming energies shows that you will be healing from this. This is something that you are overcoming. And then number 2, the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the second chakra in our system. Emotionally, this chakra is connected to our feelings of self-worth. And, sometimes we go through those where maybe we doubt certain things, we doubt, decisions, and I think that is part of human nature. But with you having this second chakra here, it really, I think, is showing you that there is a great sense of creativity surrounding you. This is also the chakra that is around pleasure. So I think it's really discovering what brings pleasure to your life, what brings love, sensuality to your life. Speaking it, don't keep it hidden inside. It's time to communicate it. And then you got number 9, the material harvest. This is like the 9 of Pentacles. I think this really is a great description of who you are, Capricorn, as well, because I really feel like you work quite well independently. And I think you have a lot of goals and a lot of ambitions, and you are very much a high achiever. And I feel that your creativity is really starting to shine through. And I think that you've been keeping something, maybe something sort of secret, and it's kind of eating at you. And now it's time to release that. And I believe that balance really is going to be restored for you this week. With the material harvest and the suffering in silence, those are both number 9. 9s, you're almost ready at that completion stage. So again, I feel like there's a lot of abundance towards some sort of creative venture. And again, the suffering in silence could very well be your anxiety or worries. Maybe you, for some of you, you're in the process of starting or thinking about an idea to branch out and do something new. And you're going to do this independently, because the material harvest is really about a great sense of independence. It is also about feeling the luxuries in life as well, because you work so hard for them. And I think that there is some sort of creative venture that I think you're ready to explore. And what might be holding you back a little bit is just unnecessary worry and unnecessary fear. The Hope card here will restore all of that, and then you will be in balance. There's a lot of fairness with this balance card. Not only that, but contracts as well. So if you are in the midst of any new contracts or re-signing contracts or going through something to protect your well-being, there is definitely some beautiful energy here as well. The suffering in silence, there's another message that's coming through. It could be for some of you, and it could be what words are trying to come out here is if you have been having to deal with a situation, and it could be a legal matter of some sort, that you've been waiting on answers and you've been suffering in silence because you've been waiting and waiting. Your material harvest is coming in, and it really is showing that there could be a resolution to this matter. All right. Sorry that it took a little while for that to come out. All right, we're going to get your 9 cards. We're going to start with the first row. So let's get the first row first and find out what's happening here. We've got the 3 of Swords. That's the suffering in silence. You are starting to heal from the 3 of Swords. Something that pierces our heart. It can be on every different type of level here, Capricorn. It can be to do with relationships, but it can also to do with work contracts. Something that maybe you were hoping for, or something that you had faith in, didn't quite turn out the way you were hoping, and it kind of pierced your heart. But you are slowly but surely removing those swords from your heart. You're seeing that the sun is starting to rise again. That is the Hope card. So lovely to see that. Then you've got the Princess of Cups. This is a new message, because princesses and pages, and again, no gender with any of these, with any of the cards. This is all about what your heart wants, what your heart is longing for, your feelings, your emotions, because cups are the watery energy that surrounds us. And I believe that there is a new message of transformation coming in. And I think this message is actually going to help bring some healing to whatever this 3 of Swords is. And then we've got the 4 of Wands, which is transformations. It is the gateway to happiness. It is your journey to abundance. And this is a time for celebration. And I think the celebration is that you are no longer suffering in silence. You are breaking that chain of events. You are breaking through. There's a breakthrough here where you're starting to feel like your heart is feeling a little bit more freedom. It doesn't feel so burdened. All right, let's get the second row. Let's find out what the next, let's read that. That was the Five of Swords. So those are the struggles, those are the conflicts, those are the mental conflicts that we go through because our mind never shuts off. It seems to always be thinking. So let's get the second row here. Spirit Angels Guides for the beautiful sign Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Cups. And there we go. Wow, you've got the Magician. I said you were the creator, and you are the creator. You are able to create your own vision, and because of the hard work, because of your unique skills, because of your great sense of determination, structure, and willpower, you can manifest the things that you want. And you know, there's something to be said about that. You know, the Magician really is a powerful source. It has the capability of bringing heaven to earth. And I think that this is going to be a very good time for you to manifest the things that you want in your life and set your intentions. You know, again, really saying out loud and communicating the things that you want. You have the capability of bringing your wishes and dreams to fruition. The Queen of Cups, actually, the Magician is going to go in the center of your reading because I believe that it is, we talked about it right in the beginning, it is what is sort of circulating around your whole entire reading this week. Queen of Cups, following what your heart truly wants. You know, and I think that has a lot to do with linking to that sacral chakra as well. You know, it's really being able to discover what brings pleasure in our life, whether it is in an intimate relationship or whether it's in friendships, you know, or even for the love of yourself or love of your own creative ventures. But the Queen of Cups, very loyal, honest, trustworthy, wears her heart on her sleeve, and she tends to be very much a nurturer. This could be somebody who is a supportive energy in and around you right now, or this could be what is shining through for you as well, Capricorn. And I feel like for some of you, I feel like you could be also caring for somebody. So whether it's children, grandchildren, an elderly person, it could be the line of work that you do as well, where you actually nurture and care for somebody. But the Queen of Cups is really showing that this is a loving energy. And again, a lot of heart and soul is put into this Queen of Cups. We also have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is completely opposite to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords, she does not use emotions at all. She is very much an intellect. She is about numbers. She's about being very direct. So sometimes she can be blunt. You know, sometimes she can say things in a very direct manner that can sometimes, you know, pierce our heart as well. The Queen of Swords being air energy, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be traits that are necessary during the course of this week as well. Sometimes it's about speaking our truth. Sometimes it is in situations where we may have to be more direct. And I think that the reason you've got the Magician in the middle of the two queens is because when setting your intentions, you must follow your heart, but you also have to be direct and communicate exactly what you want. And that's very important. So I think there's a lot of great communications here. I'm also seeing if there are contracts. Again, I'm seeing contracts. I'm seeing balance. I'm seeing fairness. I'm seeing justice. You know, something you're finally healing and getting over something. Something that I think you've had a lot of patience that you've been waiting for. All right. Yeah, you're letting go for sure. But let's start with this. We've got the Eight of Coins here. Eight of Coins is the hard work and dedication that you put into everything. I really, truly believe there is some sort of agreement, contract. It even can just be a personal note between two people. This as well is you venturing off in a new direction. I think almost like the apprentice. It is kind of like the apprenticeship card. I feel like you are on the brink of something new creatively. And I think that this is, you may be taking on some new courses and getting further education to really master something that's going to bring a great deal of abundance. I think you're leaving something behind here. I think you're ready. I think you're at that phase in your life. You're at that standpoint in your life now where you're saying, okay, there is something that really I needs to come full circle. I'm ready to bring in my new beginnings here. I'm ready to bring in my new venture, and I'm not going to let anything hold me back anymore. There is great blessings with the Ten of Swords. Sometimes by letting go, it feels like a blessing, even though it can be difficult at times. The sun does rise again, and you can see that with both of these cards. The yellow really is an indication of your solar plex chakra. And I feel like this is you gaining more confidence, and it's courage and it's strength. And it's what we need and required when we are going through a time in our life where we have to kind of say it's time to break that chain. It's time to let go. It's time to move on to our next venture. And then the Nine of Coins, that Nine of Coins, which is the last card here, is the same as that material harvest. So I really do feel like there is some sort of independent entrepreneurship, or again, you're taking on new skills, new tasks. You have these talents that you want to shine through, but you're perfecting them, and you're independently working towards a greater sense of stability and wealth in your life. And this Nine of Coins coming up twice really shows that this is something that can really provide you with more financial resources than maybe you have even imagined. So this is lovely. All right. And I feel like there's just a lot of fairness with what's going on with that balance card right there. All right, let's start with now clarifying these. We're going to clarify the Three of Swords and the Princess of Cups. I think there's a new message that's coming in that's going to help you heal this energy. And then you got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be, again, some new, where one thing didn't work out and it may have pierced your heart or caused a little bit of sadness. You're ready to heal for that, because there's a new venture that's opening up for you. There's a new direction that's happening for you. For some of you, it could be a new relationship, getting over a past relationship that just didn't work out the way you were hoping. You're finally letting go and healing from it. And then you're starting to see that there is actually healthy relationships out there that really bring more balance as well. Could be the starting of something new for you here, and it could be, again, meeting new people, and these new people could open up doors for you, not just on personal levels, but also, financial levels as well. But with that Page of Cups and now the Page of Pentacles, I feel like there really is a lot of messages coming through that are helping you to create something new. Now we've got the Princess of Cups and the Four of Wands. It's time to celebrate, because your gateway is opening here for you. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving slowly but surely but steadily. And the Knight of Pentacles plants the seeds as he goes along. And even though that seems to be a slow process, there's a lot of thought put into what the Knight of Pentacles is doing, because he's building a strong, stable foundation. And I believe that you are planting seeds. I think that a contract that may have broken, or an agreement that just, again, didn't quite meet your expectations, there is something new that is transforming here. You can see that it's transitioning for you. And then even though it might feel like it's taking some time, you're putting the plan together, so you're almost perfecting the plan. And you're going to start to see a lot of growth with this Knight of Pentacles. And again, I feel like this is the gateway. This is the segue to your celebration, to your abundance, to your gateway. So again, I feel like somebody is definitely starting some sort of new business. And I believe that it's something you're doing independently. The Queen of Cups and the Magician. So you're using your heart to help manifest the things that you want. Now you got the Nine of Pentacles again. So Capricorn, you've got the Nine of Pentacles 3 times, all right? So 999, very important to keep that in mind. Material harvest is the 9. The Nine of Pentacles right in the center here, and then the Nine of Coins. They're all the same card. And they're all connected to, look at the sunflowers here. The sunflowers with all these pentacles. It's longevity with your finances. You are planting seeds that are going to bring you, I think, like I said, more than you ever thought possible. This is a fantastic financial reading. Let's see now. Oh my goodness. And then you get the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you got good luck, fated events, destiny, cycles are closing, cycles are ending, and new cycles are beginning for you. This is a very prosperous time. This is an excellent reading. Now, I'm almost done the readings for the week, and Libra had a very, very strong reading. But I have to say, Capricorn, yours is probably just as good as the Libra reading. If you're connected to Libra in any way, it could be part of your chart. You might want to watch that video as well if it is your sun, moon, or not your sun, but if it's your moon, rising sign, Venus sign, because really both of these readings have been phenomenal. Wheel of Fortune, so fated events, things are happening. This is you. This is the wheel is spinning, and it's spinning with an immense amount of good fortune. 8 of Coins and 10 of Swords. Let's find out with the 8 of Coins and the 10 of Swords. You got the Ace of Cups. There's some new love for some of you, certainly at the beginning stages of something new. Now, whether or not, and I really do believe that there is, for some of you, I think you are shedding an old relationship of some sort. I think that whether it is a love relationship, a friendship, whatever the case may be, because it will be different for some of you. It could even be a business arrangement. You're definitely closing out something because there is something new coming in. And it is more in line, whatever this new venture is, all right? Maybe this new source of education that you're going after to perfect your skills. This is something that is totally in line with what you love to do. And not all of us can say that we love what we do for a living, but I feel like you are changing things in such a way that not only are you bringing material abundance, but you're bringing emotional abundance as well. All right, let's find out with the 10 of Swords. When we let go, we bring in abundance. So let's find out. And then you got the 2 of Wands. It's time to put movement behind your actions. The 2 of Wands, the Ace of Wands is out with the old and in with the new. The 2 of Wands is taking that Ace of Wands and moving with it. It's you've got the world really in the palm of your hands, and you have the ability and capability to start moving towards creating this. It's not about thinking about it anymore. It's actually about taking the steps forward. So I really do believe taking the steps forward, because sometimes we can't take steps forward until we close something out or let something go. You're letting something go so that you can feel confident as you journey in this direction now. Incredible reading for you. All right, let's get your moon energy here. Let's find out what the moon is here. We've got just the one, I think. I don't think there's more that's going to come out because it's a very important moon energy card for you. It's the moon's wisdom. Take the lead. This is your time, Capricorn, to take the lead. You are the one who controls what this outcome can be. You have the capability of doing that. And this new moon energy that is coming in the sign Gemini is all about you taking that lead. You are really moving into a new chapter of your life where there is a greater sense of awareness around you. And there is so much growth to be produced during the course of this new moon. This is your chance to take the lead and manifest all of the things that you want. All right, so very, very, very beautiful cards there. All right, we're now going to get additional angel messages for you. So let's find out what those additional angel messages are. Self-worth. Now, this is linked to the sacral chakra. So those things are kind of linked together. So the message here, it says things happen when they are supposed to. It says, in the angel's eyes, you are worthy of all that good that you can possibly imagine. You do not need to change to earn what you desire or what the universe wants to bring you. You are worthy of overcoming your challenges and improving your life in whatever way you wish. You have the strength and the self-worth to be able to accomplish that. And I truly believe that that's shining through for you this week. We are going to look at the bottom of the reading. And remember, I'm just the messenger. These cards, I do not pick them. They come out from your angels. So patience. And I did mention that this new moon does require a little bit of patience because the transformations that are taking place are much deeper. They are not superficial. They're not just like little transformations. They are really, they cut deep. So patience. It says it takes time for miracles to happen. And I am okay with it. Acceptance. The angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait until the right outcome you deserve comes along. And we know that the cycles are changing. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is right there, and it's telling you that things are changing. They're changing for the good, and that everything is happening in divine timing. And the structure in which it's happening for you with the Knight of Pentacles, the planting of the seeds, having patience as well. That Knight of Pentacles, he is very patient, because he knows the seeds he's planted are healthy seeds, and he knows he has the capability and he has the know-how to nurture what he needs to do to make that harvest grow. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This is something you are going to see for your long term. So excellent forecast for your outcome, for your long term. All right, let's see what this angel number is. 333. All right, so it is all about support. It says growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents. It says seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose, and it contributes to your community. So 333, definitely an angel number. I also want you to keep in mind 9s, because you got a tremendous amount of 9s. So also a very important number for you as well. Thank you, Capricorn, for taking the time out to spend with me today. I look forward to seeing you here again next week. Please leave comments and let me know how this resonates with what's happening in your life at this time. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.